Innovation, creativity, and imagination are all said to begin with a spark. So fasten your seatbelt and take the ride of your life and listen for the spark.
You are listening to KLRN Radio, where liberty and reason still reign.
Most writers and radio show hosts know that to connect with your fans, you need to do more than just write books or record the latest podcasts. There are many different elements that go into forming an online platform, but there are also many hidden traps. To make matters worse, solid advice on how to survive the muddy waters is scarce. In the book Hidden Traps, I talk about some of the important issues of working with an online platform, highlighting traps that could put your physical or internet security at risk or be harmful to your reputation. Are your social media posts just links with a few disjointed words, making you look like someone who can't complete a sentence? Did your new website cost you more than you anticipated? Are you leaking your personal contact details across the web without even knowing it? Then you need Hidden Traps. Hidden Traps is now available in paperback and ebook from a variety of retailers, including Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Kobo. Visit blackwolfpublications.com for more details.
If you're 85 or younger, would you like peace of mind and comfort for your family? We're Final Expense Direct with an urgent message for you. The average funeral today costs over $8,000, but the most you'll get from government benefits is $255. How will your family pay the difference? We can help. Our senior plans start as low as just $1 a day and pay up to $30,000 for a funeral and other final expenses. Peace of mind is easy. There's no medical exam. You'll have lifetime coverage, and your plan can't be canceled as long as you pay your premiums. Call now for free information about our senior plans. Answer a few simple questions and receive approval right on the phone. Plus, call right now and we'll give you a discount prescription card for free. Call 800-553-8687. That's 800-553-8687. Again, 800-553-8687.
KLRN Radio has advertising rates available. We have rates to fit almost any budget. Contact us at advertising@klrnradio.com.
Attention business owners and independent contractors. This is a money-saving message from Tax Mediation Services. If your business owes $20,000 or more in taxes, we can help you today, right now. Listen, dealing with the IRS is no picnic. It's an intimidating and extremely stressful process, and you don't want to go it alone. Our attorneys know every law, every tax break, and every possible opportunity to help you resolve and reduce your tax debt. And if you owe more than $20,000, you may be at the top of their hit list. So don't take your tax debt lightly, because it will not go away on its own. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, your home, and even shut down your business. Call our tax experts today at 1-800-783-0810 and let us deal with the IRS while you focus on your business. That's 1-800-783-0810. Again, that's 800-783-0810.
My son was in the Army back during Desert Storm, but even then he wanted an MBA. He looked at a dozen schools, but only one offered the online education and flexibility he needed while he was in a tent in Iraq. Grantham University. Turns out that Grantham's been delivering affordable, relevant college and advanced degrees for over 65 years. Heck, if they can deliver a quality education to a soldier in a tent overseas, think about the flexibility Grantham can offer you so you can earn your degree too. It doesn't matter how complicated or full your life is, if getting a degree is on your bucket list, you'll want to do what my son did. You'll want to call Grantham. Find out how easy it is to get started on your education so you can check that college degree off your bucket list. Call Grantham right now, 800-910-1370. That's 800-910-1370. Flexible, affordable, relevant. Call 800-910-1370.
Sometimes Sometimes riders feel lost, unsure why a passage may not be working. It takes another set of eyes to help us nurture our writing into full maturity. At Black Wolf Editorial Services, we strive to enable writers to develop and grow, offering manuscript critiques and line edits through a mentoring editorial style. We also offer assistance on generating a writer's bio for your websites. Black Wolf Editorial Services, nurturing your writing into maturity. For a full list of services, visit blackwolfeditorial.com.
You're listening to the Spark Radio Network, internet radio like you've never heard before. Innovation, creativity, and imagination are all said to begin with a spark. So fasten your seatbelt and take the ride of your life and listen for the spark.
You are listening to KLRN Radio, where liberty and reason still reign.
Michigan girl, raised in the shade of the white pine, walk the trails of the porcupine, proud to call this home mine.
Welcome back. So, Julie, I have a question for you, dear. If someone was coming to Michigan for the first time for a visit, would you make a specific recommendation for them? Would you tell them to hook up with a certain tourist plan, or what would you give someone? I lived there for 3 months, so it wouldn't be me. I was all over Michigan. But for someone that's never been there before, what would you recommend to them?
I would recommend going on to Visit Michigan or the Pure Michigan site and look at some of the places and see what you might like to do depending on what you're, if you like being outdoors. I like going up north because there's a lot of camping and woods and, you've got the Great Lakes everywhere. But there, every part of Michigan has different things. Mm-hmm. I mean, Grand Haven's beautiful. If you want to see lighthouses, we've got the most. And I think if you want to come and see different areas, I think it's nice to just travel through the state and see what you want to see. I mean, the Capitol is really, they've been renovating the Capitol building for the past several years, and it's really nice. And that they do tours of the Capitol building. And like I said, Detroit has a lot. My cousin does walking tours. Detroit now has a lot of bike paths, so you can do bike riding around it just depends on what you want. I mean, every area is different. I just think you really the Pure Michigan website is really good. Visit Detroit is a good site. Chamber of Commerce in the different cities that you think about going to. It's every area is different. And that's what I like about Michigan is that you could find things in different areas. There's so many different places. We actually have the oldest aquarium, and it's free on Belle Isle. One of the oldest aquariums is on Belle Isle, which is this beautiful island, and they're actually redoing. The DNR took over, the state of Michigan DNR took over the Belle Isle, and they're really doing a lot of work to bring it back up. When the city had it, the city really didn't take good care of it, and they shut down the aquarium. But there's a lot of stuff happening, like I said, throughout the state of Michigan. There's a lot of things to see. Indian Rivers, I was up in Sheboygan, but Indian Rivers isn't far from Sheboygan, and they actually have where you can raft on the Indian River or you can tube on the Indian River, and it's a beautiful time. It's really nice and relaxing, except when the water gets a little rough sometimes. But it's a nice time. It's nice to just see different things. And then Traverse City, is a beautiful town, and there's a lot to do there. There's a lot of I mean, there's golfing. I think we have one of the toughest golf courses in the nation, and one of the toughest golf courses. And I believe that former presidents have golfed in Traverse City and other areas. But one of the places that was and we also have Sleeping Bear Dunes. So Sleeping Bear Dunes is really beautiful. It's this big sand dunes. And it actually, I believe it's now, I don't know if it's a state park or a national park, but I know that
it might be national, but I'm not sure either, absolutely. But I'm thinking it's national. It's not, it should be.
But you can hike it. It's beautiful,
it's beautiful,
photographic. You know, it's a nice place to go and
its
take your
legend
family.
Is great. Do you know its legend, Julie?
I do not know the legend.
I read about it, and I don't know if I can remember it well enough to quote it verbatim. But what I do remember was there was this mother bear and these two cubs, and something was happening where they had to swim across the, is it a lake there, or what is it that's there? Something's there. And they had to swim across. Yeah, I think so too. They had to swim across it. And the baby bears, they didn't think they could make it. Mother bear had to get them out there or something was going to happen to them. So she started taking them out, but they got too tired and they couldn't make it. So because of that, the mother bear stayed there forever. And that's where you see the rocks and such that's there. So it's called sleeping bear or sleeping bear.
Yeah, Sleeping Bear Dunes.
Dunes, yeah. I knew I was missing part of it, so I was trying to get it together. But yeah, it has quite a beautiful legend too. It's a native legend, and Michigan.
Yeah, Native American.
Yeah, it has a lot of Native American legends and such too. I love this state. I think it's just gorgeous. So.
Well, like Picture Rocks is also, I believe, was named by the Native Americans. So
I wonder what its legends are. I'm going to have to look these up. They always fascinate me.
And then there's the falls up in the UP to Connie Falls or something. I forgot. It starts with a T. And there's a story about them too, and how they were formed, and there's a lot of stories in Michigan that come now. Like where I live, not far away, there's actually an island. There's a lake that was created by during the Ice Age, and there's an island on the lake called Apple Island, and the legend and the story. I think it's been verified, but anyways, long to make it a long story short, Apple Island used to be where Chief Pontiac and the fellow chiefs and elders would go to plan out, and have their meetings, and so. Chief Pontiac really was so that island, and so there's a history behind the island, and they did find Native American stuff on the island. There used to be a house on the island, but it caught on fire, and I don't think there were any survivors or something. Supposedly the island has spirits too.
So haunted Michigan, eh?
Yeah, we do have ghost tours, believe it or not. And have you ever been to Irish Hills?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, we have an area called the Irish Hills, and supposedly there's an area where you go through and you see water going uphill instead of downhill, and the supposedly it's got some magnetic thing. So there's a whole thing about it, but the Irish Hills is supposed to, is another area. So, and then we do have Hell, Michigan. So if anyone ever tells you to go to hell, you can say, do you want me to go to Hell, Michigan?
Yeah, I think I'd rather go there.
And there is an ice